Hello everybody, and today we are reviewing the Fourfold Trap of Ninja Turtles. So this episode is basically the last Karai episode of Season 3. And spoilers, we won't be seeing it for a while after this episode, but basically Donnie is basically testing if he can cure Karai, but unfortunately it doesn't work. And he tells Splinter there's nothing he can really do. And this is where it leads to the Turtles fighting. Even when Splinter tells him that, at least I have the 4 of my great sons. Leo's just mad at Donnie for not doing much. And Donnie's like, I have done a lot. And he's like, you're the leader. Why don't you do something? Or Raph. And then Raph's like, oh, she's a lost cause. And then they're just all fighting until Donnie gets a call from April, mysteriously, who says the Krang are back. And Donnie's like, I gotta go. And he leaves the lair. And Splinter tries to resolve the issue, but it's already too late when Donnie speds off in one of the turtle vehicles. He ends up going to what looks like a warehouse of April. But we see like this glowing beam of pink, and Donnie runs in with April, but then the garage closes and Donnie screams, and we don't know what happened until later. But then while Mikey's playing a sort of parody of Pokemon with Ice Cream Kitty, he gets a call from Donnie saying he's got special food from Mr. Murakami, and Mikey decides to go there, and it proves that Mikey can easily fall for a trap, as he is now taken by Mr. Murakami, as he is poisoned by the food he just gave him when he arrived. And that's where it leads to Raph, Leo, and the arrival of April, who has no clue what just happened, since they thought Donnie was with her, but she wasn't. But they get a call, but they're sensing this could be a trap, but it's revealed to all be Karai behind the whole thing, as she has used holograms from the Mausers Baxter Stockman used, and he also had him use his skills to hack into the T-phones, and it was all one big trap. And they get ambushed by Shredder's goons. Raph and Leo fight, but April tries to escape, but she manages to dodge Rocksteady, which was cool. But she's about to get taken out by Bebop, but she punches him in the nose, which is cool. But before she can escape the garage, she is unfortunately captured with Leo and Raph, as they are all been put into these specific traps. Earlier in the episode, we saw Raph wake up to what his trap was, and now we're seeing a flash forward to right now. So basically, the turtles are put into like these weird-looking traps that seem so deadly. It just feels like a parody of a movie I'm missing. I don't know what it could be. Like, is it like a parody of Saw? But anyway, I'm going to describe each of them. Raph is trapped into a room where it's super hot, and it's meant to boil him alive. So it's like if the sun was trying to, if you're getting burned alive by the sun itself. But Leo's trap is he's trapped into this giant blade sword thing that's spinning everywhere, and it could probably kill Leo. And Donnie's trapped in this like Tetris-like video game where if he gets hit by one of the blocks, it shocks him. And Mikey's trapped in a room where he's above a giant toilet filled with mutagen, and if it drops on him, it'll explode all over him. And yeah, these are very deadly traps. So I'm really curious. If you were in this situation, which one would you most likely want to be in? I know you wouldn't want to be in any of them, but if I had to choose one of them, I'd probably choose Raph, since it seems the less harmful. The rest, you could probably die with the blade thing. I wouldn't want to be shocked to death and getting mutated, and you got no means to escape. That'd be terrifying. But anyway, while this is all happening, Splinter gets a call from Karai, and he decides he must rescue the turtles, As he is searching for the sewer, he is encountered by Shredder's goons. He manages to take out Razar, Fishface, and he manages to take out Tiger Claw as well. That's where he gets into this very good fight with Karai, and he keeps trying to tell her that I'm the father, and he's being controlled by Shredder. And April keeps telling that, who's also been chained behind Karai. But because Karai's brainwashed, as she's been for these past few episodes, she's still convinced Shredder's the father. But as this is going on, the turtles manage to find their way out. What Leo does is that he hides under the blade thing, and he's able to manage to slice open below and lands in the hot room Raph's in, and he manages to rescue Raph, but he uses one of their blades to literally open one of the blocks, and he cuts the pipe that's causing all this heatness. And how they rescue Mikey, they manage to jump into the room, and they stop the flushing, and they free Mikey, and the mutant explodes everywhere. So yeah, you wouldn't want to fall into that. And by the way, I'm going to randomly say this. Mikey randomly imagines getting double mutated, where he imagines himself as what do you look like as a girl mutant? It looks like fan art you'd find online, which is wild. But they managed to rescue Donnie by, he says that his helmet's magically sealed, but Mikey manages to grab onto it, and he saves Donnie, and we see, as Donnie's about to get hit by the blocks, Mikey turns to a gigantic version of himself and punches the block, managing to free Donnie from his whirl he's trapped in. But as this is going on, Splinter does the amazing technique where he manages to take out Karai with the technique he used to free the poison from the turtles from that one episode, and Donnie, when he turned, not smart or something from last episode. And this manages to get the brainworm out of Karai, but unfortunately she falls into the sewer drain, and Splinter thinks she's gone for good, but the Leo tells him that there's always hope. He taught me that since I was a kid. But it turns out Karai did survive, and she manages to puke out the brainworm, and that's the episode. So this was really an intense episode. There was a lot of stakes in it, and I don't know, it was a lot of fun to watch, and it was definitely, I wouldn't say it's a good conclusion to Karai, but it definitely left it on a high note, since the brainworm's out of her, and we wouldn't be seeing her until mid-season 4. So we'll talk about that once we get to it, that episode. But that won't be for a bit, since we got to get through season 4. But there's only 2 more episodes left. Dinosaur in the Sewer, and next is the finale. So I'm really excited to talk about it. So I don't think I have any cons with this episode. So I give this episode like a 1 out of 10 out of 10. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and Turtle Power!